Cold hands coming in.
It's
going to be worth it.
1 month and
1 hour.
A little over 1 hour since she's passed peacefully from this world.
In the same place.
In the same place. Very same place. On the same pillow.
Wow, 1 month. How do you feel about that?
I'm feeling like crying, but at the same time I'm so happy for him that he was able to go without 6 years of pain like his father had suffered years before.
Do you want me to hold your hand when you talk?
Mom held my hand when I got my stitches.
Yeah, then she fell over.
Then she passed out.
He got sick and
It
needed
was
more
the
attention
best.
than you did.
So maybe you shouldn't hold her hand.
Okay.
It's not gonna work.
What is going on now? What's funny?
I feel terrible. We're supposed to be serious.
Maybe we should turn off the camera.
Yeah, we'll turn off the camera for a little bit.
Between your knees again.
I like this little one between my knees.
That one's the best one.
That's
There
the
we go.
happy face.
The happy face. Happy face. Going in. Okay.
Christine Sutherland was grandpa's massage therapist, and when we got there, she suggested that we give him a massage before we left, which was a really good idea, I think.
We had known that Grandpa was sick for a little while, but we didn't actually know when the time was going to be. So to see him in his condition was very difficult, because he's always been helping people and working and just always been active. And then to see him bedridden was kind of hard, and you don't really know what to do or how to help somebody in circumstances like that. And then Christine gave us something to do, a way to connect with Grandpa by helping him. And that is something that I'm very grateful for, because next we heard from Grandpa, he had already passed away.
So when my kids were there involved in helping Grandpa to let go and being comfortable as he passed, I really felt like they were taking a difficult circumstance of life and really feeling it and not running away from it and not, but being immersed in it and having it bless their lives.
And Cecil would always say that birth is terminal. And he always had a bit of a sense of humor. And for them to be able to watch this and to feel, even though it was sad that we knew that he was dying with so much love and so much comfort around him. And I think that it was good for them, for the children and the grandchildren, to see this, to understand that death is not to be feared. It's just another transition, and we're going to a better place. And I teased him that I won't know him when I get there, because he's going to have hair and he's going to be in perfect health.
So far, so good, Cece? Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah, doing very well.
Thank you.
That's how he says goodnight to me when we've been talking a little bit.
You've been doing very well.
He'll be laying on his back, and then when it's time to go to sleep, he'll tell me, I'm going to
I'm going to roll over. That means he's putting his good ear down, and then he won't hear me unless I yell. So,
Well, Cecil's one of my most favorite people to rub. It's like payback time for all the, not only the love and appreciation that he's given our community, but you know, on everything from Habitat to Humanities and the co-op and you name it. But most important for me is looking after Cecil also for Joni's behalf. You know, he's more concerned with the comfort of her hip than he is about whatever's going on with himself here. Which is bringing us to our next topic, and that's massaging the massager. So we're going to massage Joni, who's been hands-on with Cece every inch of the way, massaging all of his aches and pains.
I even had mentioned to him a couple of weeks before when we knew that he was going, that's not fair, because I'm the one that was supposed to go first. I was the one that had had already 2 heart attacks, and I'm 6 years older than you, and I was supposed to go first. And he laughed at me, and he smiled, and he said, I guess that was not God's plan. And we have to listen to God's plan. And he knew by that time that it was pretty well game over for him. And we just needed to make that last 2 or 3 weeks as comfortable as possible. And through the wonderful work of Christine and her magic massage, we did that.
And we can work all the way down in Cece's chest, and we've been doing the rib raking, a lot of the work on his thorax, just to be able to ease up his breathing and give him as much elasticity in his little intercostal muscles as we can. They're doing a marathon runner's amount of work today, and this will help each of those little muscles to relax the spastic sorts of movements. And you can hear how that changes things for him.
Yeah. It's a little easier now.
And Joni, how do you think that Cece is doing?
Well, I think he's just, for some reason, kind of still wanting to stay, and yet I know that he wants to go. So I'm kind of waiting for somebody to come down from heaven and take him by the hand and say, okay, Cece, it's time, let's go.
So today we have Thursday, the 17th of February, and Cece's feet have become blue tinged, as you can see. This isn't any bruising, but this is a eminent sign of approaching death, and this is the way in which we continue to massage. So this is not a problem with the circulation that massage is going to cure, but rather one of those signs that is important to recognize, that people will get this bluing in their extremities. It's as though the energy gathers in the center of a person and gets ready to take off a bit like a helicopter. I think people lift from the center.
I was massaging Cece to the very end with his hand and his arm and his shoulder, what I could reach from laying beside him. I felt his spirit and counted his breaths.
It's just a wonderful way to spend those last moments with somebody as they're passing, to be able to express your love and affection. And we are definitely in a cocoon of love here with Cec and Joni.
My sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please keep my sunshine safe.